take a nap.
You didn't tell me.
Why should I? What about it? She was tired out. She didn't get much sleep last night.
I know she didn't.
Dad Foghorn kept me awake too.
So she's been upstairs all morning. You haven't seen her, eh?
No, I've been reading here. I wanted to give her a chance to sleep.
Is she coming down to lunch?
Of course.
No, of course about it. She might not want any lunch, or she might start having
Cut
most of her
it
meals
out,
upstairs.
Shane,
That's
can't
happened
you
before,
think about
hasn't it?
anything but the... You're all wrong to suspect anything. Kathleen saw her not long ago, and Mama didn't tell her she wouldn't be down to lunch.
So she wasn't taking a nap.
Not right then, but she was laying down, Kathleen said.
In the spare room?
Yes. For Pete's sake, what a...
You damn fool! Why did you leave her alone so long? Why didn't you stick around?
She accused me. And you and Papa of spying on her all the time and not trusting her. She made me feel ashamed. I know how rotten it must be for her. And she promised on her sacred...
Oh, you ought to know that doesn't mean anything.
It does this time.
That's what we thought the other times. Listen, kid, I know you think I'm a cynical bastard, but remember, I've known about this game a lot longer than you have. You didn't know it was really wrong until you were in high school. Papa and I kept it from you. But I was wise 10 years or more before we had to tell you. I know the game backwards, and I've been thinking all morning of the way she acted last night when she thought we were asleep. I haven't been able to think of anything else. And now you tell me she's got you to leave her upstairs.
She did it! You're crazy!
What? I'm not looking for an argument. I hope, as much as you do, that I'm crazy. I've been happy as hell these last few days because I'd really begun to believe that Mama... She's coming downstairs. You win on that, I guess I'm a damn suspicious louse. Damn, I wish I'd grabbed another drink.
Me too.
You mustn't cough like that. It's bad for your throat. You don't want to get a sore throat on top of your cold. But I seem to be always picking on you. Telling you don't do this and don't do that. Forgive me, dear. It's just that I want to take care of you.
I know that. How about you? Do you feel rested?
Yes. Ever so much better. I've been lying down ever since you went out. It's just what I needed after such a restless night. I don't feel nervous now.
That's fine.
Good heavens. How down in the mouth you look, Jamie. What's the matter now?
Nothing?
Oh, of course, I'd forgotten you've been working on the front hedge. That accounts for your sinking into the dumps, doesn't it?
If you want to think so, Mama.
Well, that's the effect it always has, isn't it? What a big baby you are! Isn't he, Edmund?
Yes. Certainly a fool to care what anyone thinks.
Yes, the only way is to make yourself happy. Where's your father? I heard Kathleen call him.
Out gabbing with old Captain Turner, Jamie says. He'll be late as usual.
I've told Kathleen time and again she must go wherever he is and tell him. The idea of screaming as if this were some cheap boarding house.
Yes, she's down there now, interrupting the famous, beautiful voice. She should have more respect.
It's you who should have more respect. Stop sneering at your father. I won't have it. You ought to be proud you're his son. He may have his faults. Who hasn't? And he's worked hard all his life. He's made his way up from ignorance and poverty to the top of his profession. Everyone else admires him, and you should be the last one to sneer. You, who thanks to him have never had to work hard in your life. Remember, your father is getting old, Jamie. You really ought to show
I ought to.
Why up, Jim? And for Pete's sake, Mama, why jump on Jamie all of a sudden?
Because he's always sneering at someone else. Always looking for the worst weakness in everyone. But I suppose life has made him like that. We can't help it. None of us can help the things life has done to us. They're done before you realize it, and once they're done, they make you do other things. Until at last, everything comes between you and what you'd like to be. And you've lost your true self forever.
I'm hungry. I wish the old man would get a move on. It's a rotten trick the way he keeps meals waiting and then beefs when they're spoiled.
Yes, it's very trying, Jamie. You don't know how trying. You don't have to keep house with summer servants who don't care because they know it isn't a permanent position. All the really good servants are with people who have homes and not merely summer places. So every year I have stupid, lazy greenhorns to deal with. But you've heard me say this 1,000 times. So has he, but it goes in one ear and out the other. He thinks money spent on a home is money wasted. He's lived too much in hotels. Never the best hotels, of course. Second-rate hotels. He doesn't understand a home. He doesn't feel at home yet, and yet he wants a home. He's even proud of having this shabby place. He really loves it here. It's really funny when you come to think of it. He's a peculiar man.
What makes you ramble on like that, Mama?
Why, nothing in particular, dear. It is foolish.
Lunch is ready, ma'am. I went down to Mr. Tyrone as you ordered, and he said he'd come right away, but he kept talking to that man.
All
telling him
right,
the time.
Kathleen.